What's good? My name is Corey, and I want to welcome you all back to the Kick Theory YouTube channel. Travis Scott's been one of the most popular rappers over the last 5 or 6 years. And he's also been part of one of the most popular sneaker collaborations ever. He's never been afraid to push the design envelope, and he's just always been an individual with his fashion sense. However, Nike and Jordan were not the first ones to reach out to the Houston native. He actually signed with Reebok first back in 2013, and they gave him a shoe, the Reebok Classic, which was actually designed by graffiti legend Stash. Stash has also had his share of famous collaborations over time. I'm sure most of you know all about it. A few years later, designer brand Helmut Lang reached out to Travis for his own designer shoe. They gave him not one but 2 shoes and also an entire collection of apparel to go along with it. I think that kind of started that whole phase of giving someone not just a shoe but also giving them an apparel collection to match it, and we've seen that carry on throughout the years up until now. Later on that year, that's when Nike signed Travis. They gave him on his first shoe, it was an unreleased, just a friends and family exclusive on the Jordan Trunner LX. The Jordan Trunner isn't exactly one of the most popular shoes, but I find it pretty comfortable and I actually like the shoe a lot. He has also had his opportunity to touch some other Nike silhouettes that are very famous, such as the Air Force One and the Nike SB Dunk. He's also touched on some newer models like the Nike 270 React. And later this year, we're going to see a collaboration with him on the Air Max 1, which happens to be probably my favorite Nike shoe of all time, and I'm very excited to see what he does with that. I think we're getting 5 different colorways with that one. But to kick off his Jordan brand partnership, in 2018, we got the Jordan 4. Now this shoe calls out Travis's favorite team growing up, which was the Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers are now the Tennessee Titans for those that don't know. The Houston Oilers colors were Carolina blue and red. So you're going to see that red on the sock liner and this all over Carolina blue suede on the shoe. This is probably one of my most favorite collaborations of all time. I love the color Carolina blue, and I think they did a great job with this one, with materials as well. You get some Cactus Jack branding on the back of the heel there, and they added that speckled look which kind of calls out the cement color, which I think Travis tried to pay homage to the OG with a lot of these shoes, and we'll touch on that as we go through. 2019 was a huge year for Travis Scott and Jordan brand alone. It started off with this Retro 1 High OG. This shoe probably kicked off the hype for him. Not that this one didn't have hype, this really just elevated it to another level. The 1 High is covered in great materials, from this white buttery leather to this thick brown suede around the toe box and heel. This also is going to call out a Chicago color block, which once again he's paying homage to the OG there. He also introduced that backward swoosh on this one. Wasn't so well taken at first, but I think it's safe to say people have gotten used to it by now. Very, very soft leather on that as well, and he put his branding throughout on the tongue, and he's got the sicko mode face there on the back of the heel. Now later that year, we got the Jordan 1 Low, which I think this is a great model as well, with this black nubuck changing from the white leather, and they made the swoosh on this one white. Once again, Travis branding on the heel and medial side as well as the tongue for this one too. Now later that year, he gave us his first version of the 6, which was this olive one here. Now this one, once again, pushing that design envelope, he added a cargo pocket to the side of this shoe. Wasn't a huge fan at first, but it grew on me. And his OG call outs on this one was adding those infrared hits, which we saw on the original Jordan 6. So a really cool feature on this shoe is he did add a glow in the dark touch to it, which I thought was really neat. Always like when they add glow in the dark to shoes. I know a lot of people knock it, but I happen to like it. I think it just adds to the pop of the shoe. In 2020, we did not see a Jordan Travis Scott collab, but continuing to 2021, we get the British Khaki version of the 6. Different from the first version, this suede on this is a long hair suede, where the olive color was more of a nubuck suede. This shoe also happened to offer a lot more glow in the dark pops. The tongue glows, the lace lock glows, the wing on the back glows, and the entire sole glows, as opposed to some segmented parts here on this one. You also saw more Travis Scott branding on this shoe than you saw on all the others. You got the sicko mode face there on the medial side. Also the Cactus Jack on the tongue like we saw on the ones. And some branding throughout the insoles as well. Once again, he did use the infrared pop on this one, which I think it goes very, very well with both of these colors. The 6 is one of my most favorite Jordans of all of them, and I think he did a great job with this one. He also added a second cargo pocket to the inside on the medial side of the 6 here. So how would you rank the Travis Scott collection? What would be 1 through 5 for you? And also, if you had the choice, what would you like to see him collab on next? That's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let us know if you want us to continue doing things from the Kick Theory Vault. And as always, we appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. And until next time, everybody stay safe.